Yeah, yeah, looked good to me. You can't really tell from start to start necessarily. I mean, unless you're just solely watching the gun, how their body's responding to the demands of a season. But I think obviously everybody's antenna was up, and we were hypersensitive to see if there was anything that looked like he was tired and not rebounding each inning. But he continued. I mean, right down to his last inning, I thought was one of his best. Just good stuff, good movement, putting it where he wants to. I mean, that's the guy we've seen for a good part of this season.
The defense is one of the better defensive efforts of the year, too.
Yeah, great job. I mean, once again, DeYoung showing range, this time going up the middle. I mean, those are two, between last series and this series, just fun to watch him push the envelope and just more aggressive and, did a nice job positioning. Even shifted over right before that pitch, shaded towards the middle just a bit. Just seeing some things that he's doing that shows that he's kind of taking those steps forward. But, all the way around, guys making good plays.
With Randall Grichuk, what are you seeing in his approach, especially on these home runs?
Same thing. I mean, just trusting and just a short swing and just amazing. You watch he and Tommy both being able to drive the ball the other way and it's managing the strike zone. That's what it's going to be, and there's going to be a challenge for him every single day to be able to lay off the pitches that are the high fastballs and the breaking balls below the zone. And once he gets a better handle on that, which I think he's going to continue to improve on, and once he does, he's going to cause damage when he finds the ball. And I see him doing minor things. I mean, you see him at times choking up on the bat. You see him at times kind of shortening up where his load is. He's making steps in the right direction, and he's obviously being rewarded for those adjustments.
Randall's, ups and downs have been well chronicled. Is it just the regular maturation of a ball player, or is there something in particular that he's done that's helped this recent surge?
One of the things that Randall needs to be commended on is how he's taken his assignments to go back to AAA, or if something's hurting him, to go back and not be afraid to take those rehab assignments, or those sometimes it's just being sent down, to understand that there's a purpose and that we have faith in him and that this isn't some major demotion as much as, how can we help get you right? And I think a lot of it is the mindset, and he goes down with a plan to fix things and then stays the course. And then, we've all been rewarded when he gets it right. And I think, that's hard because nobody wants to leave here. Nobody wants to go work on anything. I mean, that's just human nature. They all want to be a part of what we're doing. They think they're one swing away. But he's gone every single time. He's had this positive, approach and attitude about, all right, I see what I have to do, and I'm going to go make it right, and he does. And then it's just a matter of how we can continue to have that happen, maybe without having to make those moves. Yeah, just a guy who's getting accustomed to big league mound again, and I thought it was a very close ball four. Could have been strike three, but we've seen him just in this short time. His stuff looks right. You're seeing left-handed batters trying to bunt on him because they're not picking up the ball well. I mean, he has deception and he can make big pitches in big situations. Right-handed bat got him today, and then you face the top of this lineup. They're going to give you a handful. We had a couple guys come in and figure out how to get through it. Thought Seagrass took another step forward.
You got the news that Zach was going to be back, or when he was going to be out for Tommy John. Did you expect to be able to put him back in a game this year? I mean, how remarkable is it that he's been here?
Yeah, I remember right when he got out from surgery, he said, "You'll have me next September." I didn't think July was in the conversation, but it just tells you an amazing process of how they're continuing to kind of push the needle forward and how they're improving on not just the actual procedure, but in the rehab. And our guys did a terrific job. Zach did too, staying the course and doing what he was told, nothing more. It was not like he went out and did more than what they told him. He did exactly what they said and came prepared to do whatever they were ready for, and his body just responded very quickly.
When you look at Saturday and Sunday in Chicago, some frustrating days for a lot of people. Can you describe your team's resiliency early on tonight to make a statement?
You know what? I don't. I'm not going to doubt this team's resiliency. I mean, we've seen too many times where we've talked about these exact same kind of losses where, your team takes a hard kick and they just come back and play. You know, that last game in New York, we go into Chicago, everybody wants to know how's your team going to respond. You know, this is a tough team. I'm going to tell you that right now. I have no doubt on the toughness, and I think that's going to pay dividends down the road as long as we continue to believe in what we have, continue to work and get better and improve on a lot of things. But toughness is not an issue. Resiliency is not an issue. This team, to me, that's something that I think is just a big part of this club, and I think it's going to be glue that holds us together and helps us make a really fun push.
Do you think the clubhouse felt the reverberations of those comments about possible shakeup and changing culture in the clubhouse?
You know, I don't know the answer to that. You know, I haven't heard a lot of buzz about it. You know, there's so much stuff being said, and you know, we understand when the boss makes statements, we're all paying attention, and we get it. We see things that we don't like. I think that comment was meant towards, you know, Cardinal baseball needs to have a look, and we all take a great deal of pride in what it looks like and the way we go about our business on and off the field, in the clubhouse. But when you continue to have some of those losses that we've talked about, it's going to try every club. And the key is to continue to trust what's right, do the next right thing. And we got some guys that are committed to doing that, regardless of a lot of the pressure that comes along with not playing up to what we believe our expectations should be.
More fun question. Can you describe Nolan Arenado's play at third base? That diving catch he made, that's something that was super good.
You know, he's and I don't know if it's just against us, but he's made some of the better plays I think I've ever seen from a third baseman. And I'd say he has to be in conversations about one of the better who played that position. And, you know, you take his offensive stats aside, the aggressiveness and his instincts and the way he plays third base is pretty impressive. Our guy's doing a good job, too. So I'm going to throw Jed in there whenever I can because I think he surprised a lot of folks this season.
Get you more pinch hits tonight. That's been one of the more consistent parts of the game.
Yeah, love how Greg Garcia's been able to kind of take those steps, went through a little rut there, and then found a good rhythm on how to stay sharp and trying to get him some at-bats. Jose Martinez was a guy that we were a little bit concerned about, wondering about his timing. I guess he took those doubts out today, and he showed his joy as he was going around the bases. We love that. You know, that's just him, and he's a good guy to have on our club.
Well, faster home run.
Yeah, he didn't waste any time. He couldn't wait to get in the dugout, that's for sure.
It's hard not to get hit by a foul ball in the dugouts. If the ball comes to the dugout, right? Somebody's got to get hit.
Yeah, you know, he was just sitting in that one opening spot that opens up. So we were concerned about that, and it kind of went into that whether or not he pinch hit even yesterday. But looks like everything's clear with him getting hit.